cheat sheet over here. So a wise man once told me, if you're ever nervous on stage, to imagine the audience in their underwear, but my grandma's here. So I'm pretty old. Most people up here are in 4th year, but I'm in my 5th year. I'm so old, in fact, that when I was a freshman here, hashtags were still called octothorpes. And I'll give you a minute to look that up on the Google webs, or whatever you kids use these days. That's OCTOTHORPE, octothorpe. Another fun fact about me is that I don't drive. People think it's kind of weird. I don't think it's that weird. But I ride my bike a lot. And I ride home from Canbar a lot. And ever since they put in those rumble strips on Schoolhouse Lane, it's been an adventure, really. In fact, it kind of sounds like this when you're going down Schoolhouse Lane. You guys, you ever go down to that Rite Aid down on Midvale? I love it down there. It's always an adventure when I go in there. I went in there this one time. I was coming home from somewhere, and I stopped in to buy some Gatorade or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not part of the story. And so I buy my Gatorade, and I go to swipe at the register because I have a card, and I put in my number, but I put it in wrong. And the lady at the register, she looked at me confused. And so I told her, I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I put my PIN number in wrong. I'll just do it again. But before I could finish, she just points at me and goes, It's always an adventure. You guys ever go down to Ravenhill and see that black squirrel down there? I love that little guy. He's awesome. Every once in a while, I like to play a game with him. It's kind of like Where's Waldo, but it's a squirrel, so it's more like Where's the Black Squirrel? I play it a lot when I'm waiting for the Ran Van, which is every once in a blue moon. You guys, does anybody here ride the Ran Van? And don't lie, because I see a couple freshmen here. No one. Well, okay. One person. Thank you, Jess. One sometimes. Well, anyway, I like to call the driver of the Ran Van, Mrs. Crabtree, like from South Park, because they're kind of the same person, except the Ran Van lady doesn't have a bird in her hair. At least I don't think she does. I'm not too sure. Let me tell you a story. One lesson I learned from Philly U, this is early, this is freshman year, is to never eat the chili in Ravenhill, ever. Let me paint you a picture here. I chose my words carefully. So this is still freshman year, it's still early, and I was an architecture major then, like some of you guys in the front row here. So I went to dinner and I went to class. And so this is the old Ravenhill studio, not these new fancy search hall that we have now. No, this is Ravenhill. So after dinner, you come down, you go down the stairs of death, into the door, around the corner, and down more stairs of death. So it's one of those. And so I go to dinner in Ravenhill, and I get a plate, fill it up beyond safety regulations, and chow it down, put the plate in the dish room, and I walk back, and I'm a big guy, so like, by the way, I love Ravenhill. Fat guy in a buffet, yes please. So I go back for a second helping because, hello. And I don't want like a burger or a cheesesteak or a slice of pizza. No, I go in there and I see that vat of chili sitting there, shining, calling my name. Eat me! Eat me! So, I listen, and I get a bowl. But not one of these small bowls. No. I'm a big guy. I want one of those big bowls. So I give me a big bowl of chili, and I go to eat it and throw it away, go down to the studio. And so then I'm sitting in class, making a shoe. I got my headphones on, I'm jamming out to Alanis Morissette or whatever. And then I sit there and I realize, oh no. It was the chili, and it was too late. It was kind of like this. Octothorpe Mud Butt. Philly U, powered to do. I suddenly get where it comes from. Another fun fact about me is that I really like trivia. And for those of you that didn't come to Spirits of Trivia contest, shame on you, by the way. I did okay. I got like 8,400 points, but who's counting, right? So I got a couple of obscure questions right. Like one of them was, how much is a scoop of ice cream at Ted's? The answer, of course, is $1.89. And the Kings, we were sitting there, and they asked me, said, how did you know that? And I turned to them, and I said, come on. Do I look like I don't know the price of ice cream? Another new thing I learned this year is this really cool app. And I heard people talking about it. It's like, I heard like 10 new people talking about it, which is a lot because I don't talk to people. So I heard them talking about it, so I figured I should probably download this, see what it's about. And it was described to me as anonymous Twitter. You may have heard of it. It's called like Tic Tac or something. Yik Yak maybe? Yik Yak is a lot funnier than I am, so I'm going to read a couple to you right now that I found. Wondering how many people are on Yik Yak and Philly U? Like this, we can find out. Like, who else here has a favorite shower stall? I'm a fashion major, so these bags under my eyes, they're all designer. I don't know what a designer bag is. No, can't say this one. My grandma's in the room. Or that one. Or that one. Oh, here's a good one. I got so mad when this squirrel started hopping like a rabbit. Come on, squirrel, be yourself. Stupid squirrel. Oh, here's a good one. My roommate is so dumb that it actually makes me angry. I hear that. Actually, my roommates they're pretty dumb too. But one thing we do that I really like is I'm so stupid. We make animal noises to each other to know where we are in the house. And it kind of sounds like this. It works, right? You know where they are. After the show, I'll do it again. One other thing, I've been at Philly for a long time, and so like I've seen a lot of stuff. And I think one of my favorite things that I've seen, I was coming out of Kmart late. It was like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, and I was walking down towards the Ram Band stop, like by the Ram statue. And I'm walking there, and I see the security guard sitting in his golf cart up on the hill by Schaller, and you could tell he was thinking about what he's going to do next. And this is a security guard. I like to call him Father Time. He's really old. Like, if you haven't seen him, he kind of looks like this, and he goes, "How you doing? I'm a security guard." So I could tell he was sitting up there, and he was thinking about what he was going to do next for a little while. And so I'm walking down to the Ram Van statue, the Ram Van stop, and I see him. I'm about past Gallagher at this point, and I see him. He turns on his engine. He goes, and so I'm walking down, and all of a sudden I just see him start to come down the hill, and he puts his arms up, and he goes, and he goes down the hill into the street and around the corner, and I never saw him again. I don't know what he's up to. Thank you. You guys have been great.